Welcome to the Colts training camp update / Eason versus Ehlinger round two with updates on Carson Wentz. T.Y. Hilton had a great day at training camp. Just wanted to pop in here and do a refresher, guys. The big hot topic right now is obviously you see it on the screen, Eason versus Ehlinger round two, and you got so many people on Eason's side, so many people on Ehlinger's side. Looks like Jacob Eason had just a lights out day today at camp. Ehlinger was ill, not able to practice, and Eason has taken full advantage of it. One thing that I questioned in the offseason, and I'm really excited about Jacob Eason, is the fact that he's not scared of this challenge. Like, he's accepted this challenge. I think the moment that Frank Reich inserted Ehlinger kind of splitting those reps, he decided, look, we're not, I'm going to go out here. I'm going to win this job. I'm not just going to go out here and just play this vanilla style offense and just check down all the time. He's starting to challenge those cornerbacks down the field. Lots of things to like from that first preseason game. Lots of things to like from Ehlinger. I mean, they both looked really, really good, probably better than expected, in my opinion, on both parts. They probably both look better. And Ehlinger, has an incredible opportunity. Gets to start against Minnesota, probably in a little bit better situation. He's going to see some of the true ones out there. I don't know exactly how many and how long that they'll play. But I think he's going to see some actual true ones out there as an unbelievable once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to go out there and grab this potential to be the future backup quarterback and possibly the starting quarterback as the season enters. Guys, I tell you, I can't emphasize enough the things Frank Reich's looking for. Can you diagnose this? He knows this mental game is so important. That's why he loved Phillip Rivers so much, because Phillip got the mental game. I think from a mental standpoint, if I had to give a heads up, I'll probably give a little leg up to Ehlinger. I think he's mentally able to do it. And one thing that people don't realize is Ehlinger's played meaningful football more recently than Eason has. So Eason had to really knock off some of that rust, and COVID really wasn't, he didn't do him any favors as far as Eason goes. But that rust seems to really be knocking off. Today was his best day of camp, reporting to anybody. Kevin Bowen, George Brimmer, everybody who kind of was there. I think Stephen Holder even had something to say about it. That incredible catch from T.Y. Hilton. He still got it, man. I think T.Y. Hilton's going to have – I think T.Y. Hilton's going to have a very strong year. I really do. I always have felt that way. It's just so incredible to think this guy is just such a true horseshoe guy. Wanted to come back. I'm rooting for T.Y. I'm rooting for, the possibility of that 1,000-yard season. That big arm, Carson Wentz. He was so good with Andrew Luck with that big arm, hitting all those home runs. I'm ready to see, that TY, man. I mean, I really am. I can't wait to be there. And then we got a little bit of news. I mean, not anything extra over the top, but it looks like Carson Wentz has a potential to possibly get back a little bit earlier than we expected. Man, I'll tell you what, it is refreshing to see that he's doing well in his rehab. Everything that I've heard, I've done a little bit of digging. It's not like I have sources, but I have a few people that I can contact and kind of talk to. They're a little bit closer to those circles. Everything seems positive. Everything seems to be pointing upward. So that's something to be so excited about. I'm looking so forward to seeing if there's a possibility of Carson Wentz potentially coming out in week one. Just how much time will Carson Wentz need to kind of knock that rust off? I mean, that's the big question. How much time? Will he need 3 practices, 5 practices? Would they be willing to throw him out there with just a practice? I don't know. I would love for you guys to comment on this video once it's released and tell me when you think Carson will be back. I mean, I think it's going to be a hot topic, and as it gets closer, I think this rehab gets ramped up. Some other good news: Eric Fisher seems to be practicing a little bit on the side. His rehab is going really well. And, one thing I think the Colts have done a little better job this year is kind of tempering expectations. They know that there's a possibility some of these key players are going to miss some games, and they're not misleading us. I think with Andrew Luck in that era, they really learned from some of those mistakes, feeling like that, he was going to come back on a much better timeline, and they were wrong, every single time. And obviously we all know, the nights the lights went out in Lucas Oil, he retires in the middle of the game. What a crazy thing to think about. But yeah, I mean, guys, I think there's an opportunity and there's a possibility that Eric Fisher can see the field week 1, week 2. But we'll just have to see, and we'll just keep our eyes peeled. And I think in the next couple weeks, we're going to start seeing some more real information. If those guys are out there and they're going to start practicing a little bit, or their workloads start ramping up a little bit, I think that is a very good sign that they miss minimal time, if any time. Keep in mind this year, I think the PUP, they're going to do the 3-week PUP. So you have to be on the original 53, put on the PUP. You have to be out 3 games. I guess you can come back in that 4th game as long as practice permits and everything, but you would have to miss 3 games. So Fisher, in my opinion, would be more likely to that possibly happening. I don't think Wentz misses 3 games. I think if he misses any, he misses those first 2 games. But it's looking good, and we just hope, things I'm looking forward to against Minnesota. I want to see this wide receiver battle. I want to see who goes out there and grabs it, because I think this is going to be a very big game. I want to see one of these quarterbacks clearly, definitively go and take this job. There's blood in the water. There's a chance that either one of those guys can come out and strike and do something great. It's Eason's turn to prove he can do good with the 2s versus Ehlinger. Now it's Ehlinger's turn to prove he can play against those number 1 style defenses. So it's going to be very, very interesting. I'm looking forward to the matchup on Saturday in Minnesota. And another thing I just wanted to say before we hop off here, guys, you guys have done so incredibly awesome for us. Liking, rate, reviewing, subscribing to all of our YouTube content. The live feeds are amazing. We're getting this amazing feedback. We're even thinking about doing like some special thing for just the fans on those live streams. Maybe, a little preview to this. Steve and I talk about some sort of a fan takeover or something. I think that would be really cool to interact with you guys even more. We're asking for a weekly go. Every single week we'll ask, as we gain some people to the family. If you haven't joined the family, you're watching this, we ask that you ring that bell. You join the family. We're looking to get 275 subscribers this week. That's a big goal of mine, and I know Steven kind of is in the same boat with me. But more than anything, super appreciative of Colts Nation. Love you guys. Just wanted to hop on here and do a quick pod, and love to hear your feedback.